Like, God has put up, I think, the best blocks ever from safe opportunities, because they're actually not so safe. It's the risk opportunity. It's the big risk that gets you the big reward. It's the crazier things, the real stuff that gets you a reward like this. I'm having lunch at Lake Almanor in Chester, California, my unplanned stop on my very first road trip from Reno, Nevada to Portland, Oregon, with an overnight in Bend, Oregon. This is so good. It's like a breakfast taco. We've still got about 6 hours till we reach Bend, so let's get back on the road. My phone's literally not connecting to, like, say how to get there, so I think I'm just gonna drive and hopefully we get something eventually. Oh, I didn't turn on the engine. That's funny. Let's go.
Soft baked Nestle Toll House cookie pieces and world famous DQ saucer.
That's a good sign. Okay. It literally looks like Lake Tahoe. I'm just behind a really slow RV right now.
It's not your job to convert everybody, to make everybody love you. It's your job to be the person that you were born to be, because you were placed on this earth with this big calling to share to an audience, to be seen, to have that exposure for the people that are waiting for you to activate it within them. You're listening to the Big Conversations podcast. I'm your host, Haley Hoffman-Smith. If you want to be loved, adored, worshipped, if you want your message to completely alter and change lives, it has to also have the opposite effect. It also has to make people angry. It has to make people hate you. It's either that, it's something that is extremely polarizing, or you're always going to walk this middle line where everything is just very like, okay, I said something that was a little bit helpful, and then as a result, someone might be like, meh, I don't really like her or him or whatever, but I still helped a little. I made someone smile. Or you could change somebody's life.
Little update, I am probably an hour away from Oregon, which is crazy. 3 hours left of this 7-hour-ish drive. I am realizing that, like, I just need to get more and more and more used to being uncomfortable if I'm going to live life on my terms. Period. I have to be okay with people not understanding me, not accepting me, not being okay with me. And I have to know that I'm in control of sharing what I want to share about my life on my terms. Do you know what I mean? Like, versus, oh, like, this would make this person upset, so I'm not going to talk about this. That is not a way to live your life. Totally other note. I'm shaving off time because a lot of the country is empty, and it's so scary. Like, it is genuinely scary to me to be in some parts, especially being black. Like, I'm just being honest. Some of these things look straight out of a movie that's like about racism. Like some of the things on these parts of Northern California driving through to Oregon. I gotta figure out what route I took. I'm on right now County Road 91. Doesn't that sound scary? County Road 91. What is even that? Is there not a person we can name it in their honor? We are literally in the smoke from the fires. Like, I think it's the Bootleg fire. There's also the Jack fire, but we are literally in the smoke from the Oregon fires right now because we're headed that way. We're basically almost at Medford. Bye, Cali! We're entering Oregon. I don't see the sign, but I just feel like it's time to say bye to California. Goodbye! 2 hours and 49 minutes left, making great time. I'm getting delirious. We're officially in Oregon. Woo! I need a gas station. I see a gas station. Here we are. I think this is the literal county that's evacuating because of the fire. I don't know what side my pump is on. I have no clue. I'm at the gas stop right now, and it's not self-serve, so the lady did it. She was so nice, and it's going. 30 minutes away. 30 minutes away. That's all. It's 9 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I don't know, I'm so tired, like, I'm just delirious. So, yeah, it's just really at that point. I'm also hungry, and, yeah, at this point I'm just, like, pushing to get there. All the time that I made up, I lost at the gas station. I'm so excited, though. I have these moments where I'm like, I'm in Oregon. I feel like I manifested this whole trip. I've always wanted to go to Reno. That's been literally a dream of mine for years. And that just like kind of was forced on me in a weird way. Driving through Oregon, like, dream. I don't know if I told you guys, but I wanted to actually go to the wildfire either today or tomorrow. But today just felt like, with everything going on with my family being mad that I'm doing this, like, I just felt like I should just go straight to the hotel. And I just didn't want to get there and rush, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like people are going through a really traumatic time. I can't pull up, like, crazy, if that makes sense, like I can on some stories, you know, if it's an event or it's a concert or something, you can just pull up. Tomorrow I did have something I wanted to do, so we're really gonna see how this all pans out. 30 minutes, final service. like on a plane. Ladies and gentlemen, we're landing. The weather there looks great. Actually, it just looks really terrible because it's so hazy. I saw the sky today, like, for a moment, it was like, oh my god, I think that's the first time I'm seeing the Oregon sky. Like, it is really wild what's happened here and what's happening here. Thank you for, like, being on this part of my adventure with me. My road trip! Okay, I'm so tired. I saw the most beautiful sunset over the Three Sister Mountains headed into Bend, and everything felt so new, so cool, so adult as I pulled into my hotel. We're here! Oh, we're not in park. Legit thought the camera was recording. It wasn't. I was just saying, it's crazy that I had breakfast. I got my breakfast in Nevada, ate it in California, and about to finish it in Oregon. I think I'm gonna come clean up the car in just a second. I just need to get checked in first and, like, just go inside, you know? I feel like aligned right now. I don't know if you watched a video I did in 2019 where I was in Seattle, and this same kind of moment happened. Where I was, like, taking my stuff out the car to put in the suitcase, or the other way around to take out of the suitcase. After I got checked in and brought everything to my room, I got a Kit Kat for dinner. And boy, is there a story. Hi. So they upgraded me to a suite, so I will definitely share video of the room because it is bigger probably. I really think the only reason they upgraded me is because they ran out of rooms and I was late. And because I told them I was going to be late, they planned, and I think the plan is leave the most expensive rooms that no one wants to pay for till the end, because then if someone comes at the end, they'll have to buy it. So then at the end, they run out of regular rooms that I paid for, and then they're like, we upgraded you, like you had to in order to give me a room, like because it's so late, like I got here so late. But I told them, so it's really not my fault. I'm very excited for this. I did not have dinner. I kind of just finished eating what I was eating in California. I don't really need a snack right now, I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of want one. My plan is to wake up really early to go see the sunrise and to figure out what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow. Sunrise is at 5:33. How am I gonna, that would be waking up at 4:30. But then again, how many Oregon sunrises do you get? So we'll see if I do it. I don't know. I want to, but I mean, I could just do that in Portland, but I feel like Bend is like beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Central Oregon's like beautiful in a different way. Also, I've never been here. So the second time I went down was just now at like midnight to buy this. And I was gonna ask them to put it on my room. And the guy's like, my system's booting up. And this guy, I'm pretty sure, no, this is not the same guy that checked me in. So he does not know what room I'm in. And he just says to me like, you take it and I'll figure it out once my system gets booted. And I'm just thinking, how are you going to, how? How will he know what room to charge it to? Like, I honestly wonder if it will be on there. I'm gonna look. This hotel was really expensive, so a free Kit Kat bar, which probably would have been $4. Sounds like a good trade. There's also free breakfast tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. And that's from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I kind of feel like I have to get up early anyway. I might as well get up early, enjoy the sunrise, and then as soon as I come back, I can have breakfast. And this hotel looks so much nicer online than it does in person. In person, it looks about as dumb as the last one in Reno, just not as scary. The Reno hotel was really scary. Like I might have slept 4 hours before driving basically 7-8 hours. Only reason I ordered the hotel was because I was like, okay, it would be insane to get off a plane, go rent a car, and drive in the dark. So I was like, okay, just stay in Reno. I think this trip is already turning out to be, I don't know, very self-discovery. Like, I think it's hard because I don't want to share too much in terms of my family, but I just think I'm learning that everything I thought I had figured out about who was the main culprit of like, don't do this, self-limiting beliefs, not allowed. Like that person is changing for me, and I don't no longer think it's exactly, I think it may have been passed down generations and generations. Now they're trying to pass it down to me, that you don't take risks, you don't do anything that doesn't feel perfectly safe, you don't. And the other thing that makes me really upset is, and this is, I don't want to, it's so hard, but I feel like I notice, and please, like I talk about spirituality, so I feel like this is somewhat in the realm of manifestation and like universal laws and all of that. But people pray when they are scared to ask for something, right? Like my mom prayed with me on the phone about the ride here, and I'm praying, right? Because she's freaking out and praying, and I, like, you know, and not that I wouldn't have prayed for this. Like, I think I have, in a way, like, prayed for this to work out. I know I need to probably be more, like, I need to actually directly pray about this. Prayers to God, I don't think should be rooted in fear of, oh my gosh, this won't work out. Oh my gosh, I don't want this person I love to be in a car accident. I just think each prayer should have a substantial amount of thank you. Thank you, God. You got this person I love to Reno safely and affordably. Extremely affordably. If you know, you know. I think it should be these whispers of thank you. These prayers of thank you. And I think focusing on that over the things you don't have or the things you're worried about, especially when they're rooted in fears that you don't have any proof are real, right? Like, I only have proof that I'm a good driver in terms of my driving record, in terms of every time I drive, everything works out. Why would this be any different? Of course, anything can happen, but you know, if this is what it feels like to be disliked, I can handle it. I can, and I know I'm gonna need to know how to handle being disliked. So this is probably good training, because I do want to do things that change lives. I do want to talk about things that are really important. I do want to use my life, let God use my life through me as a vessel for, like Haley Hoffman Smith said in the podcast, like inspiring others and leveling up. Like, the whole world benefits when you are at your highest level. So, last thing before I let you go, I asked, and they're going to give me a late checkout so I can get out at 1 p.m. Hopefully he doesn't charge me for the Kit Kat. It tastes so good because I think it's free. And if I have to learn that I paid for this, it's going to feel like robbery. But cool beans. I'll see you guys in the morning. Night. Oh, I turned.